Hey everybody, so in this video I wanted to talk about why building a personal brand is actually the smartest business move you can make on the planet. And I'm sure you've heard this before from plenty of other people, like I get it, personal branding is a great way to go. But I'm going to explain to you why exactly it is and my vision of what this can be and how it extends far beyond what the typical vision of a personal brand actually is. Let's get into the video.
Don't get it confused, don't get it confused. Yeah. I'm in tune, yeah. I'm in tune.
So for those of you that don't know what a personal brand is, it's essentially people seeing you with a level of market value. That's the best way to put it. It doesn't mean having a big audience. It doesn't mean, being flashy. It doesn't mean any of these things. It means people view you with authority and they're willing to spend money on you because they see your authority. Sorry, I just had like one of those weird internal hiccups. I don't know how to get those to go. I've had those for like 2 days now. It's really frustrating. But anyway, sorry. And that's what a personal brand is people seeing you with authority and being willing to spend money on you to have more of it, right? Or maybe they see your story and they resonate with your story. Essentially what it is, it's a person that attracts money somehow. So like through their story or through their market value or through their advice or whatever it may be, through a service that they trust or that they've created. Like Elon Musk has Tesla, and a lot of people buy Teslas because they like Elon Musk, right? They resonate with him as a person. Or maybe, people might like Berkshire Hathaway because of, Warren Buffett, right? Or whatever these things are. These people, it's people who have a story or a brand that appeals to the market and ultimately brings in more money for whatever they start, whatever ventures they take charge of, right? Like for me, I have coaching students and courses that I sell, as well as plenty of other things that I do on the side, and that's my personal brand, right? I do speaking, all kinds of stuff like that. And so here's why personal branding is ultimately, in my opinion, the best investment you can make in business, probably on planet Earth, like ever. This is probably the most lucrative business opportunity ever known to man, and the digital sort of playing field has completely shifted it from just being this tiny little thing that you can do on the side to now it's like there are multi-millionaires being made in this field that are younger than me. I'm 18, right? And I'm doing pretty well in this, right? But there's kids that are like 13, 14 that are literally richer than most kings ever were, and all they do is put out like stupid Instagram videos. And it's like, that's just how this thing works, right? So here's the thing. A personal brand is not just content, right? A personal brand is not just the, the cream of the crop content that people put out like on a podcast or in YouTube or whatever. A personal brand is who you are as a person, the things you believe, the things you don't believe, the authority that you have, and what niches you have that authority within, your connections, the things that you do on a daily basis. That's your personal brand, right? And if somebody's attracted to your personal brand, maybe on a spiritual level or an emotional level, then they will view you as an authority naturally. Now combine that with products and services and you have something awesome. That is what I see a personal brand to be, and the reason it's the most lucrative thing on the planet right now is because we can project through platforms like YouTube, through platforms like Instagram, who we are to people, and we can push that, right? And for me, I specialize in a couple business niches like e-commerce, personal branding, digital marketing, etc., right? So I help people with these things. And so people view me as an authority and are willing to spend money on my programs, on my courses, on me, because they see the authority that I have in these niches. They see the people I've gotten to work with. They see the millionaires that I've been able to sit down with and talk to about these things. They see the six-figure earners that I have as coaching students. They see all these incredible things, right? And they're willing to work with me because of that. And so the reason a personal brand is so powerful is because that will never, ever leave me. That will never go away. These people that trust me, unless I screw them over royally, will never leave me. They will always trust me. Even if they never work with me, they will always trust me. And the trust of a group of people is more valuable than any resume that you got that has the word Harvard on it or any, high-paying job. Really, having a group of people that trust you and want to hear more from you is so much more powerful than anything that the world has to offer right now in terms of the corporate world or in terms of just the traditional path, right? And so that's why I put out these YouTube videos, is because I want to build that for myself. And it converts incredibly well. I just recorded a video on how I book coaching clients that pay me over $1,000 for a month of my time. And they'll do that consistently over a period of a few months. and I could just sit down with them one-on-one once a week and have a Zoom call with them, as well as some text back and forth, and I can help these people. Some people it's more than one Zoom call a week, or it's less, or some people only need 2 a month or whatever. It depends on the person, but these people want to work with me. There's other people that buy my courses and my programs, etc. And that's because I help people, and I have a real desire to help people. And people see that, and they resonate with my story as a young kid who, you know, was depressed and insecure and had struggles growing up. And I'm now, you know, running an online business that is far bigger than some people could ever imagine, right? And people could really ever dream of, especially at my age, right? If I was doing what I was doing at 60, it wouldn't be that impressive. But because I'm so young, people resonate with it, right? And so it's a very special thing. So your personal brand, the reason why it's such a good investment for you to make right now is because it projects who you are out into the world. And if you work on who you are, and if you make who you are something to be proud of, then people will want to work with that. People will want to pay you for your time. People will want to invest in whatever business you're starting because they trust you. So, like, you know, if I had 1 million YouTube subscribers and I still talk about the content that I talk about here on this channel right now, which maybe I'll get 1 million someday. Right now I'm only at like 11,000 or something. But if I get to 1 million subscribers and I have a loyal following of people who trust me, I could start any business. I could start any venture. I could open up a mutual fund, or I could do whatever I want and have a list of at least, at bare minimum, very conservatively, I'll have 50,000 people ready to rock with that new business, ready to invest in it, ready to buy whatever it's offering, whatever, right? That's why a personal brand is so powerful, is because people see you and they see who you are, and your business and the monetary, the way that you monetize it is a side to that, is next to that, right? So they see who you are and they're willing to invest in what you have to offer because they trust you, right? That's why a personal brand is so powerful. So that's sort of the end of the video. That's what I wanted to wrap up in sort of a bow and sort of a nutshell. I have a new program coming out on personal branding, on how I've been able to book these students, on how I've been able to sell the courses that I've sold. I sold one of my best months. I think I sold over like 30 of a $400 program. I forget what month that was. I'd have to look. I could probably throw up a screenshot or something. Nate, my video editor, reminded me to give you the screenshot for that. And as well, you know, I'm able to work with people on a very intimate basis and network with high-level people because they trust me and they've seen my videos and they want to work with me because they see the value that I have, right? So it's projecting your value, ultimately, is what it is. As well, I have a PDF in the description that helps you select a niche that you can actually start a personal brand within. So it helps you identify through a handful of key questions that you sort of have to ask yourself through the process of elimination, figuring out what niche should you go with, what niche should you grow an audience in. It's incredibly valuable. It's probably the most valuable PDF I've ever put out. I don't even know why I'm putting it out for free. It should be in a course. It should be in a program. It's in the description. Get it now, download it, go through it. I had a professional PDF designer actually throw it together for me, somebody who's on my buddy Elliot's team. Really beautiful PDF. Most of my other PDFs have just been like text documents up until now, so now I've got a guy that I pay $100 to make me a PDF, and it's worth it because they're really pretty, so go check that out. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe, like, comment, whatever. This has been a freaking long outro. See you later.
Don't get it confused, don't get it confused. Yeah. I'm in tune, I'm in tune, I'm in tune, yeah, yeah. I'm in tune, I'm in tune, I'm in tune, yeah.